one of the things I know with A-class storage units is that sometimes they will offer wine storage facilities, right? Or and also people who have high-end cars, maybe exotics. They need a place to store their vehicles. Maybe not so much in the south where it doesn't get snow and there's none of this crappy sleet and ice and salt, but still, sometimes you gotta store an exotic, right? So when you are looking at building your developing your storage units, do you always add in something that serves the sort of the higher end? Because yes, I know you're focusing on the median income, but there's always people who have income greater than the median, obviously, and they have valuable assets that they want to protect and they want to store. Do you look at that at all?
Yeah, no, I'm so happy you brought it up because those are the two niches that are actually very much happening in the self-storage industry. So wine storage in markets like Vegas, in markets like San Francisco, I personally know a few of these property owners that very much focus on that, right? Um, Great margins for that. And one of my investors, based in San Francisco, he was always telling us he would drive 30 minutes just to get to his wine storage that he has in the city, and he will go out, with his buddies or with his wife, after picking up, a bottle of wine from the wine storage. So there's a lot of applications for that in the primary markets. Absolutely. Boat and RV, interesting enough, it's a niche within the self storage industry that still has so much potential. It's extremely fragmented. There's actually no REIT. There's no institutional size investors that are in that space yet. And right now, if you think about boat and RV, most of them are just parking lots. They're unpaved, dirt covered parking lots where people are parking their, $500,000 rigs on there, right? So there's so much potential. And when it comes to A class, essentially, if you build a canopy, right, to cover the RVs, the boats, or the exotic cars from the elements, and you pave the roads, you're already considered A class facility. So you have your partially covered, you have your fully enclosed, you have different ways to really build a boat and RV or exotic car storage. So that's a whole nother asset type, within the self-storage industry. And we're actually, that's where we're looking for existing value add, by the way, because we realize that the value add is so much more straightforward. You essentially build a structure, and then you're able to increase the rents, right? And to your point, sure, we don't get snow down here, but the sun kills the elements of the car, right? So most of these RV owners or boat owners, they want their vehicles to be covered under any sort of canopy or enclosed. So that's a very interesting point that you brought.